What's up everyone, it's Matt Martin with the Grass Factor. Today we're going to be talking about the newest NUTSEDGE control product on the market. We're going to be talking about NuFarm's Celero. Alright y'all, like I was saying in the intro, today we're going to be talking about NuFarm's Celero. This is, like I said, this is the newest product that's coming out on the market for NUTSEDGE control. Kind of the claim to fame of this product, what it's going to offer us, the applicator, is going to be yellow nutsedge control, purple sedge control, and Kalinga control in all turfgrass species. So we have a very, very versatile product here when it comes to sedge control, especially if we're trying to diversify against herbicide resistance. This is going to be another tool in our arsenal. Let's kind of break down at least what the label is telling us about this product. In 7 to 10 days after application, we're going to notice stop growth of the weeds. 21 days after application, we're going to start to get that browning effect. And then 28 days after application, we're going to start to see depth. What does this mean? This means this product is slow. If you're going out and you need something that's just going to quickly burn down your sedge species, this is not going to be the product to use. This is going to be a slow depth. However, we'll get around to its efficacy a little bit later on. Per the label, again, it recommends a surfactant to be used for it. We're looking at only 0.25%, so a low rate surfactant. When it comes to use rate, we're looking at 8 to 14 ounces an acre. What exactly does that mean? Because obviously it comes down to your cost per acre or your cost per thousand when your choice is made to run this product. We're looking at $2 to $4 per thousand, and that's just a pretty generic search for. I found a Celero that was labeled for turf that fit this price range right here. That's an expensive product. This $4 per thousand here, we're looking at roughly the same cost as a high-end fungicide like Heritage, one of your more expensive strobies. Right here, that's an expensive application. And then when it comes to use rates, they recommend 2 apps 21 days apart at the 8-ounce rate. And then as you step up to the 14-ounce rate, we're looking at 1 app 21 days later. If needed, you can make a follow-up application. One thing I like that was specified in the label is this if needed part. That gave me a lot of confidence from the manufacturer that chances are it won't be needed. However, if you wait 21 days, it's okay if it's needed. You don't see that a whole lot in labels, so I was pretty excited to see that. It lets me know that NuFarm is pretty confident about this product. When it comes to when and when you cannot use this product, temperature-wise, less than 65 degrees, and I believe the label stated that as long as the day was going to reach higher than 65 degrees, it's okay to apply. However, if the high is less than 65, do not apply. If your temperatures are greater than 90 degrees, do not apply. We see a lot of this when it comes to our grassy weed herbicides. And this is one thing that kind of irked me about this product in particular is citing the dew. If there's morning dew on the ground, do not apply this product. So I kind of have a love-hate relationship with that inclusion on the label. One, I like it because it's honest. And two, one thing that may account for some of the inconsistencies in a product like Sedgehammer or Harrells, it may contribute, dew may contribute to the lack of consistency there. So, that's one little thing. If you're going out early in the morning, this is probably not going to be the product for you. You need to wait until it completely dries. All right, now let's jump into how the product is made up chemically. All right, so Celero, when you look at the actual chemical name, we're looking at chloroimidazole. The actual name of the product is imazosulfuron. Sulfuron being a sulfonylurea, it's an ALS inhibitor. It's going to block the production of amino acids. So in this essence, that is a sulfonylurea. It's going to be structured very similarly to Sedgehammer, also known as Harrells. However, it having this imazo chain on it, this imazo chain to me immediately sounded like imazoquin, which is also known as Image, which is another popular warm season nutsedge control. So it has this imidazolinone chain attached to it. So to me, just looking at the way this is structured chemically, I feel like, we're going to get a lot of similar activity that we're used to seeing in Sedgehammer. However, we're going to get that extra kick, that extra punch from the imidazolino chain that's attached to the sulfonylurea. And then if we look at how it's actually, chemically formulated, it's actually very, very similar to halosulfuron. So as we're using it, we can expect to see things that we're used to seeing with halosulfuron. However, again, due to this imidazolino chain, that extra punch, and that's probably where we're going to get that extra kill power to take out tough to control sedges like Kalinga. Okay, so I went a little deeper with my research, and I was able to find some ag articles because this isn't exactly a brand new product. It's going to be brand new in the turf world, in the residential lawn care world. But however, it's been used for a little while in ag. And I pulled this data specifically from rice research. So, again, this is not exactly, what we're used to in the lawn care world. However, what they actually were testing was early post-control of yellow nutsedge. And so that is something we are used to. And this is what I thought was pretty interesting. 0.4 pounds of active ingredient, so roughly 12 ounces to the acre, they were seeing season-long control of yellow nutsedge. This is not a split application, this is a single application of 12 ounces to the acre, season-long control of yellow nutsedge. In fact, they were getting 100% control at 0.2 pounds of AI, 0.2 pounds of active ingredient of imidazolfuron. They were still getting 100% control. And one thing I didn't note on here is that even at 0.15 pounds of AI, they were still getting 100% control on yellow nutsedge. Okay, so what this ag research did not tell me is, what did it do for purple nutsedge? What did it do for Kalinga? Those were two things that were not tested. So I can't speak with certainty how exactly it will perform there. However, again, the way it's chemically composed, chances are this is going to provide excellent control. Again, I'm kind of speaking out on a limb. It's a new product. However, having this imidazolino chain attached to the sulfonylurea, I really think that we're going to get that extra kick that we need to take out the Kalinga that we have been lacking with the product Sedgehammer. Again, this is going to be a group 2 herbicide like Sedgehammer. So if you're looking for herbicide resistance strategies, this is going to be something we can put in rotation, not back to back with one another, but for instance, we can go, Celero, then Dismiss, then Sedgehammer, and break that chain up. So anyway, y'all, that's going to be my video on Celero today. Again, it's by NuFarm. This is going to be brand new, available to us. If you haven't heard of it yet, check with your distributors. I'm sure they're going to be cramming it down our throats before too much longer here. But again, like I said, I think this is going to be a promising product. It's going to be a very slow product. It's going to be a very expensive product. However, for these tough to control situations that we may find ourselves in, this may be a good go-to product. Alright, y'all, if you could please do me a favor, click the subscribe button below. I would forever, ever appreciate it from you. Like I said, one of the greatest joys I get are putting together these videos and the relationships I've forged with lawn care operators like yourself. It just really means the world to me. Alright, y'all, I sure do appreciate it. Have a good one. Warm season nutsedge control. So it has this imidazolinone. It has this imidazolone. It has this imidazolone. It has this imidazolone. It has this imidazolone chain attached to it. Imidazolfuron, this imidazol. It has this imidazolone chain attached to it.